Welcome to Fantasy Bout Hour, the channel dedicated to bringing you fantasy matchups on a regular basis. If there's a fight you want me to cover, please leave it in the comment section, and I promise to honor your request. Hello, fellow boxing fans and boxing family, and welcome back to another prediction video. Before I get into the content, I would just ask of you the usual, that you would share, like, hit the bell notification, and as I always say, and most of all, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. So please help me out there with just a simple punch of a button. And so the fight I'll be covering in this video is a great heavyweight clash requested by Austin Webb. I thank you for your request, Austin, and for participating in the channel. And the fight that he wanted me to do a breakdown on is Evander the Real Deal Holyfield versus Tommy Duke Morrison. I'm not quite sure why I never thought of this fight. And most of all, I'm not quite sure why these guys never fought. It definitely would have been a great heavyweight clash. Both guys love to trade. Both guys are tough, strong. Both guys have tremendous power. And both guys are explosive. And so it definitely would have been a fight for the ages. They both have great resumes and a lot of common opponents. And they both fought multiple times a year. I believe that Tommy Morrison had more power, well, at least more one-punch knockout power than Holyfield. But Holyfield had better combinations and better punch selection. Neither guy was known for great defense, but Holyfield could protect himself a little better than Tommy. And Holyfield had a better chin. Both fighters were great, but Holyfield was more consistent in his career than Morrison. As far as the trajectory of the fight, I believe that this will be a classic 1990s heavyweight slugfest. And anyone who was around back then knows how great those fights were. I could see Tommy Morrison having the advantage in the early rounds, clipping Holyfield and hurting Holyfield. I could see Tommy getting Holyfield in the corner or against the ropes and pounding on his body while Holyfield has his guard up. But I do see Tommy Morrison expending a lot of energy from being overly excited by his success. And I see Holyfield taking over in the middle rounds. And the more I think about it, this fight sort of reminds me of Holyfield's fight with Burt Cooper for some reason. And as we know, Burt Cooper was able to hurt Holyfield and to have some success in the fight. But Holyfield's heart and determination was from another world. And the longer the fight went on, the stronger Holyfield got. And once he got in his rhythm and started firing those combinations, his opponents were in trouble, serious trouble. So in this fight, you're dealing with a lot of variables and possibilities. So the $1 million question and the point of this whole video is, who takes this fight and who has the upper hand? They're both the same height, but Tommy has a slight reach advantage. Holyfield throws more combinations, whereas Tommy loads up more. They're both dangerous counterpunchers, but I feel that Holyfield would get to the target a lot sooner than Tommy would, although Morrison has a very devastating left hand. Now, I often get in trouble for making this comparison, but Tommy Morrison reminds me a lot of Mike Tyson because of the way he bobs and weaves. And he throws a short jab to get on the inside to work the body and to come upstairs with power shots, especially the left hook. And for me, that comparison gives me an idea of how this fight would play out. Holyfield and Morrison are both durable fighters with experience going the distance. But I just feel that Holyfield has the better engine. And as I mentioned earlier, the better boxing skills, combinations, and tighter shots. And so I have to give Holyfield a decision here. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I'll see you soon.